Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And for Brooklyn, Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard. And here's Los Angeles.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Now, here is George. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. When you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Luwawu is checked in for Brown. Harden finds Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Leonard attacking George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Left side Harris. Back to Jordan. To the left wing. Here's Luwawu, defended by George. Second shot opportunity, and Jordan with the layup.
One of the great rebounders in this league. When Jordan does score, this is often how it happens.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Pass to George. Clock at 6. Off target with his 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Morris with the ball. The pass to George. He blocked it and deflects off the backboard. One-on-one fast break. Morris with the block.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Harris dishes to KD. Goes back up. Jordan inside. Zubac defending. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Now here's Jackson. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Leonard against Harris. The layup off target. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Durant. It's good on the putback.
And he gets one to fall, and now 1 out of his first 4.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. George looking over the floor. They could use a bucket. Out to Morris. 3-pointer. James Harden with the rebound. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I think you underestimate the strength of Kevin Durant. Despite his slender frame, able to power through for the and one.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. It's good.
Finishing through contact, DeMarcus, one of the best at it, has the natural power and excellent body control.
Outside Irving, Durant. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now here's Rondo. This is to Cousins. He can't get that one, and Brooklyn will come the other way. It's deflected. Claxton the pass to Bryant. Now here's Irving. Over Rondo. Passes it to Claxton. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Beverly. Finished off the break.
Coaches have raved about this. Cousins' ability to have active hands and come up with strips.
Brown outside. Over Beverly. No good on the last second attempt there. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 3. The second. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
They've got Green on out there with Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kevin, the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Kennard's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Irving. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Intercepted. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Irving. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And George kicks to Leonard. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Back to George. 6 to shoot. And the Clippers miss again.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a...
Oh, wow!
He went
That was nice. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Over Jordan. Back to Zubac. Fade away. Los Angeles with another miss.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Jackson against Harden. Pass to Claxton. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Leonard, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Here's Jordan. In the corner, it's Harris. From the wing. Misses off the right iron. Clippers trail by 7. Oh, Leonard in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by George. Harden dishes to Harris. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Rondo passes to Morris. Off target from outside. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Durant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. KD's got 9.
He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
George with the ball. He's picked up by KD. George passes to Zubac. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And Luwawu gets it to go.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 9 points. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And it's George missing. The Nets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And it's good for 2. Durant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
You can see why he loves to play in transition. You give Durant a head of steam, there's no stopping him.
George, no good. He got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period came to a close with them. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point guard. Here's Luwawu. With some arc, banked in off the glass. And the Nets lead by 11.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now, here's George. Defense right on him. And the pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Over Harris. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. and it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Jackson against Harden. Just his first attempt. Jackson dishes to Morris. Over Durant. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his first 2 points.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
Harden kicks to Jordan. Back to Harden. The 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Fires the 3. Leonard no luck. Nets leading by 13. Here's Harris. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Kennard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Brown finds Irving. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. And the Nets lead by 15.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Irving against Beverly. Here's Batum. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Irving against Beverly. Outside Irving. Jeff Green on the wing. Back to Irving. Over Beverly. 5 to shoot. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Claxton with the bucket.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Clippers trail by 15. 1:07 left to play here in the third, and that one's good. Beverly.
Patrick Beverly likes to play aggressive, plays at a high pace. Nice finish off contact.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. .46 seconds left to play in the third. Good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Beverly looking around. Floats it up for Cousins. That one doesn't drop.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Griffin finds Brown. 4 on the clock. Pass to Claxton. And stolen by Cousins. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it.
One of the more controversial players in the game. What's amazing through all this scrutiny is the consistency of Cousins' production.
It's his first trip to the line. Both free throws good from Cousins. And here is Brown. Got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a defensive. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Brooklyn leading by 13. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. With the teardrop, and it's in there.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Outside Jackson. To the inside, Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. It's Harden with the drive. Stolen by Zubats. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Jackson's got the ball. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Most of DeAndre's field goals are dunks. Exceptional at getting great position down inside.
Harden against Rondo. Pass to Kennard. Fires from deep. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Swiped away. Batum with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Zubats.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Offensive rebound, Jordan. He kicks to KD. Rondo with the steal. Jackson has the open look. No good on the three.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. And then for the Clippers, Morris is checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Paul George in for Rajon Rondo. Outside, George. To the middle. Here's Zubats. Doesn't go that time. Jordan with some nice D. 3 on 3. Here's KD. Trying to get open is Irving. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Irving.
I'll tell you what, Durant takes a lot of contact inside. Defenders try to muscle him, but it doesn't matter.
It's stolen by Morris. George, that's a two-pointer. Brooklyn with the rebound. Harden's got 4 rebounds in this game. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Durant, the pass to Irving. From deep three-point range, Morris with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And again, no good by the Clippers. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. The 3 from George. A offensive rebound, and Leonard stays with it.
Kawhi, a double-digit rebounder in college. Scouts knew that would be a transferable skill of his.
Harden against Jackson. Harden surveying the D. Launches it. And again, no good by Brooklyn. LA has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Zubac finds George. From deep. Buries it from 3-point range. George has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
What's crazy about KD, he's been an NBA champion and a Finals MVP all in 2017, and I still feel like he's improving.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Johnson comes in for Joe Harris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Irving. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. He was all alone on that one.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
From downtown, Ken's the 3.
That's a big-time shot by Luke Kennard. He is just one of those guys who is ready for the moment.
Now Kevin Durant, 3-pointer, misses. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They didn't make it easy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at the arena. A lot of thought put into those outfits. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving in at the 2. Yep, that one goes. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It'll be a fun matchup to watch.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Powell, the pass to Nurkic, and stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. And KD throws it down.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
Out left to the wing. Lillard against Harden. And stolen by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. KD leading the charge. Count that one. Durant's got 6.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
Now, here's Lillard. And Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan. Just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Harden scanning the floor. Jordan finds Harden. And that one goes long.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
And the shot is good.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. McCollum against Irving. Launches a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field. Well, and last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Lillard against Irving. And here's McCollum for three. The shot missing. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The Nets on offense. This run now up to 13-2. In the corner, it's Harris. His three-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 11. Here's Powell, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
There's 1:17 left to play in the first. From deep three-point range, Harris's shot is off. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. But they'll get another chance. Passes it to Nurkic. Tries again. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Nets leading by 9. The wide open look for Durant. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
Lillard from outside. No good on that one. The Nets go the other way with it.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
And the basket by Harden.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Irving kicks to Jordan. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Harden outside, over Jones, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Brooklyn, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been terrific in the... Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals with the big walk.
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early. Aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in its small forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And the basket by McCollum.
Love the sensational ball control from McCollum. He makes it look so easy.
Nets leading by 10. Harden outside. Pass to Griffin. The drive by Jordan. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And the athleticism of Griffin, just remarkable. He's fantastic at using his elevation on the glass.
Simons, the pass to Jones. Dishes it to Cantor. Kicks it out to Jones. From outside the arc, the Trailblazers with a new shot clock. McCollum finds Anthony. And the shot goes in.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
14 feet away. Jones dishes to Cantor. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for James Harden. Feeds it to Brown. That's tipped. Another shot. Left side, Griffin. And it's Brown missing.
I mean, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Anthony's shot is off. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Count that one. Simons has got his first points of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Irving against Jones. Back to Griffin. Irving with a clean look. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Brown. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That's his first foul. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. Here's Johnson, the pass to Griffin. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Back to Brown. We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. Got a hand on it.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
Just 4 to shoot. Irving can't hit.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Jones. Lobs it up for Cantor. Griffin with the steal. Here's Irving. And Anthony sends it back. And he gets it back. Johnson kicks to Irving. With 2 seconds left. Second chance shot. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is. It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together some excellent positions. And
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. Lillard against Harden. Outside for Jordan. Harris looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Harden outside. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's McCollum for 3. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
Luwawu is checked in for Kyrie Irving. Durant finds Harden. Back to Durant. Harden outside. Pass to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. From past the arc. Nets with the new shot clock. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Here's Luwawu. He's guarded by McCollum. Jordan the pass to Luwawu. Harden against Lillard.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track. And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Out to Harris. On the wing, Harden. Covered by Lillard. Here's Jordan. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And the basket is good.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. Brown, he's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Irving against Lillard. There's the dish to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Crafty move. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The kick out to Brown. Covington with the steal. Here's Lillard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Irving against Lillard. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. That's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. Irving with it. Lillard picks him up. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You have to love it. There's no quit in this kid, Irving. When he gets hit, he sticks with his shot.
A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Norman Powell. Lillard looking around. Good D by Irving.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
It's stolen by Anthony. And here they come. Here's Kanter. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Strong finish by Kanter. The contact doesn't seem to affect his mechanics at all.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Griffin. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. Irving, good. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Here is Lillard. Over Irving. And it's Lillard missing.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And thanks to their outs. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
But how about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Just 5 on the clock. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. Oh, what a beautiful play.
What intensity. Did you see that? Great. I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Passes to Carmelo. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Harden. Pass to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Oh, man, what a slam by Kanter. His size lets him make easy work of those big plays in the paint.
Harden the pass to Irving. Now here is Harris. The pass to Harden. Now here is Irving. Jordan.
Credit to Jordan for finishing in spite of the foul. He never relents on the play.
And the first one at the line is good. So for the Nets, Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Luwawu subbed in for Irving. Trailblazers trail by 9. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Jones, no luck. like they've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Anthony, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And what a smooth release on that shot. Melo is money in the bank from there.
Harden outside. Pass to Luau. He kicks to Harris. Harden left side. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Jordan's shot is off.
Everything looked good until the finish. And it all goes.
Jones dishes to Cantor. They grab their own miss. And there it is for him. Cantor's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, the experience helping Cantor there. He doesn't shy away from taking big-time shots.
Harden outside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Trailblazers trail by 5.
2 minutes.
Lillard with it. To the paint. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Well, this is what you want from Nurkic. A fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Now Harden. KD on the wing. And finished off by KD.
I love the show of confidence. Durant showing his greatness in key situations.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And finished off by Nurkic.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster is the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's Irving, and it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Well, you know they're going to go to Irving in these spots. He's tremendous at scoring when his team needs a bucket.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard up top. A 3. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Harden kicks to Irving. Harden left side. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And Harden has such a nasty pump fake. It works every time on defenders, and the rest is relatively simple for him.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Harris kicks to KD. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it. But Hello. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the 1. Luwawu is checked in for the Nets. Durant finds Jordan. Shoots in deep. Out to Harris. From deep. And no good that time. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis is running. And Giannis throws it down.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Harden scanning the floor. Dishes it to Jordan. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. It's not going to go for him. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's DiVincenzo. Harden grabs the miss. And the Nets with possession. Here's Luwawu. The three-pointer, no good. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's Giannis missing. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And KD the bucket on the assist by Harris.
Well, against aggressive defense, but Kevin Durant so good at keeping his balance even amidst getting knocked around.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. In the corner, it's Harris. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Got a piece of it. 3 on the clock. Fast break, Milwaukee. Moving it up. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling. Yet another miss, just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Here's Middleton, and Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
And foul on the... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Griffin. The rebound by the Bucks.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
You know, we see this a lot from Tucker. Scores by overpowering the defender with his tremendous strength.
So it's Brooklyn now after the basket by Milwaukee. Harden the pass to Griffin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Middleton can't get it to go. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. And finished off by Griffin.
And one for the highlight reel. And you see after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Irving. After Drew Holiday's score, Irving passes to Griffin. Great D that time from Portis. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And it's Connaughton missing. Left side, Irving. Stolen by Holiday. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, if you don't put a body on Tucker, he will find a way to burn you on the offensive glass.
Right side, Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Harden against Middleton. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. No good from outside. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Milwaukee on top, up by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing to the Raptors back in 2000.
I think the most important lesson that I got is
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Portis. Teague out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Nora in at the small forward.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Forbes. Portis tips it back in. Portis has got his first points in this one. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Harden outside, on the wing, Green. Back to Harden. It's stolen by Teague. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Tucker, pass to Nora. Fires the 3. The rebound by Jeff Green. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Harris. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris's specialty? I think it is.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Joe Harris. Brown comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Here's Connaughton, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Irving with it, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton, throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
On the wing, Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's 2-on-1. The finish, and the dunk by Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Irving drives in. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Good on the shot.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Irving looking for an opening. And yes, it's good.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Fords the pass to Morrow. Portis with it. Defended by Griffin. Portis against Griffin. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Shoots from the baseline. Irving can't hit.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
26 seconds left to play here in the half. It's stolen by Brown. Outside, Green. And on the way from Irving for 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving. The 3 for DiVincenzo. No good there. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. They played very good basketball in the second quarter. The scoreboard tells the story as they're... Thanks for joining.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Harris. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, nice job by Joe Harris to sprint the floor and finish. That is beautiful.
Now DiVincenzo. Now here is Holiday at the top of the key. Lopez. And a miss there on the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Harris looking it over. Nets with the new shot clock. Durant down low. It's stolen by Kumbo. And here we go. The fast break with Giannis. And that one is good. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Here's Harden. Great D that time from Middleton.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kyrie Irving. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Middleton on the wing. The kick out to Holiday. Giannis left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Middleton on the wing. And again, the Bucks miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Jacks up a 3. They get it back. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Feeds it to Lopez. Lets it go from deep. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Nets trail by 7. Harden outside. Durant up top. The feed to Jordan. Over Holiday. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for James Harden. Holiday finds Middleton. Giannis outside. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Holiday against Irving. Here's Jordan. Nice move. Outside for Durant. They shoot again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft? DeAndre Jordan becomes the 35th pick and becomes an all-star for the first time in 2017. Boy, really an example of what can happen when you put the work in.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday against Irving from 13. That misses off the backboard.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And it goes down 2 points. Irving's got 6.
The handles, the burst, almost impossible to stay in front of Kyrie on the drive.
Passes it to Middleton. Now here's Giannis. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Holiday against Irving, and he banks in the layup. 8 points for him.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. Holiday against Irving. Holiday, the pass to Tucker. Middleton outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Middleton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Irving finds Jordan. Back to Irving. Stolen by Holiday. And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. Holiday out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. Holiday dishes to Middleton. Back to Holiday. There's the lob to Portis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 5. Back to Harris. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And there's the pass to Claxton. Nets passing it around. On its way from Irving for 2. And here's Harris from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And this is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's the lob to Portis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Holiday. Middleton outside. Lets it go with the 3. Unable to get that one. The Nets go the other way with it. Inside and stolen by Portis. There's the 3. Green with the rebound.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Green. Kevin Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's James Harden in for Irving. Bucks leading by 12. Teague deciding where to go with it. 1:05 left in the game. No coverage that time. Nora's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Drew Holiday.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Portis in the post, guarded by Jordan. Portis, the pass to Tucker. Brooklyn with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. For three, Durant sinks the three-pointer.
Wow, lights out from distance. Durant with a quick, high release, just a pure shooter.
And so the Bucks take the win. They came in here and took care of. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for great. And with tip-off.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Harris. Harden out there with Luwawu. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's KD in at the power forward position. And for Los Angeles, they've got Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And it's Jordan with the jam. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, you know, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
George is not settling for low percentage plays right now. He's putting the defense in a really tough position.
Harden kicks to Durant. From deep. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Jackson with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Clippers moving the ball around. In transition, here come the Nets. Pass to Luwawu. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Outside Durant. Shoots over Zubac. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Jackson. Brooklyn with the rebound. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. It's Jordan on the wing. Over Jackson. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got his second bucket.
That's some big boy stuff from DJ. He likes the chance to finish through contact.
Now here is George. And Leonard has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And again, no good by the Clippers.
A bit of a rut here early. Just 1 of 4 so far.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Stolen by Jackson.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Leonard. Outside for Jackson. No good with the triple. Nets leading by 4. Durant down low. Defended by George. He gets that one.
KD gets down into the block and little shoulder shimmy and moves away from the defense. No way to get to that shooting window.
And the rejection by Harden. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Harris.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. And it's George missing. Nets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Durant, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Trailing here by 8. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Stolen by George. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go, all the way.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Pass to Morris to halt the run. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Here's Durant. Lays it up and banks it in. KD's got 6.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of this one.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Irving. The kick out to Brown. Offline with his three.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. It's Harden with the
too much at that. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Griffin down out there with Kyrie Irving. And there's Green, and it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. And the Clippers making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's the pass to Cousins. Here's Mann. Just 5 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Irving against Beverly. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from 3-point range. Brown the pass to Green. Chalk up 2 there. Green's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Cousins. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Oh, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Green finds Irving. That 3 off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Kennard. Lays it up off the glass. Kennard's got his second basket of the game. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Beverly wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Beverly's got it back down to single digits for the Clippers. .157 left in the first half of basketball. On its way from Irving for 2. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Great to see Kyrie Irving getting after it. on the defensive end, showing how quick those hands can be, not with the ball handling, but knocking the ball away.
Now, here's Kennard. Misses the three. Griffin dishes to Brown. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Batum's running. Fires for three. That shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Brown. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And the Nets lead by 13. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Kennard for three. That one, no good.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Got a piece of it. Batum with the steal. Pass to Cousins. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Brown. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
It's stolen by Brown. 3-on-3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Batum with the steal. To the middle. Griffin with the steal. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. The kick out to Brown. Passes to Claxton. The tray. And that one released in time, but no good. And so... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset, displaying the force of a tidal wave and some Thanks for joining us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And George with the stuff.
Good chance to see Paul George burst that time.
Now Harden. Durant in the corner. Fades away. The feed to Jordan. 4 on the shot clock. Durant with a wide open look. Rebounded by Jackson.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Morris. Harden scanning the floor. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Luwawu, defended by George. Leonard against Harris. Shoots over Leonard. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got his first basket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The 3 from George. That shot no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Luwawu, the pass to Harden, and that's going to be a travel. And the Clippers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Clippers trail by 13. Two minutes into the second half of play now. And George kicks to Leonard. Clock at 6. Releases. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zubac has got 6 points.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And here's George. Dishes to Rondo. Outside Leonard. Here's the three. The rebound by the Nets.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
No one covering. Green's got his second basket.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Rondo passes to George. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. He's got 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here is Irving. 6 points for him. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for Morris. Here's Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. Off the left rim and out.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Now here's Green. 5 points in the game. Irving dishes to Green. Pass to Brown. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Irving. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Green finds Irving. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom, because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Shot's good by Kennard.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Nets leading by 14. Irving with the ball. He has 6. Now the pass to Claxton. The kick out to Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's George, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
Just 1 year in college for Paul George, and then made the transition to the NBA, and all the talk was about what it is we're seeing now. A very capable two-way player and all-star caliber talent. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. Right back after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Harden out there with Luwawu. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. And here comes Harden leading the fast break. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Jackson. They're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
I think it's be a mistake to let the shot clock get under 10 seconds from here on out.
Batum, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
The three from Harden. Batum with the steal. Durant against Leonard. Here's Mann. Batum passes to Mann. Back to Batum. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Over Jordan. A shot by Batum, no good. Nets leading by 12. Durant kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. To the inside. Jordan makes it off the glass. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And again, it's the Nets missing. Clippers trail by 14. Here's Mann. Back to Batum. No good off the front iron. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Jordan finds Harden. Harris outside. Back to Harden. From outside, off the mark. And for the Clippers, they're shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Jackson misses. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. A shot by Harden, wide open. They get the rebound. Jordan kicks to Harden. Back to Harris. Lets the three fly. Outside for Durant. Takes the three. And with the rebound. The Clippers really having a tough go here. Beverly for three. Harden grabs the miss. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Kyrie Irving's checked in for James Harden. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Rondo with the steal. Pushing it up. Trying to end the drought. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor. And that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Now here's Durant. Pass to Luwawu. Outside Durant. Here's Luwawu. Covered by Morris. Jordan the pass to Irving. 6 to shoot. Outside KD. Stolen by George.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Brooklyn.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways. Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now here's Johnson. And on the way from Irving for three. Morris with the rebound. Johnson surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good, Irving.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And in the win, thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good. Brooklyn. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Lillard outside. Outside Covington. And the 3 off target.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league
could use. And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
McCollum finds Lillard. Trying to find Covington, gets it to him.
You know, in addition to being a fantastic shooter, Covington is also an incredible athlete. Somebody who looks to drop the hammer when he's free near the hoop.
Pass to Jordan. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
On the wing, Harris. This one for 3. The shot misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. Powell for 3. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
McCollum outside. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Harden. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. That one goes in.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
Lillard left side. Here's Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Irving, good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Lillard against Irving. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Lillard surveying the D. Knocks down the 10-footer. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Durant kicks to Harris. There's the dish to Jordan. Shoots over Nurkic. The shot by Jordan, no good. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 3.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Harden has a wide open look, and it's off from 3-point range. Portland's gone 0-3 from 3-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Lillard. Covington kicks to McCollum. Passes it to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Takes a shot at the elbow, and still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Portland out in front, leading by a point. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his up.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Ennis Cantor. Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trail Blazers. And Cantor throws it down.
And that's just all muscle there. Cantor is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
Harden surveying the D. Rebound by the Trail Blazers.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Back to Cantor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cantor's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trail Blazers.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Boy, and the power and lift from Hollis Jefferson, able to finish right through contact.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Portland.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
That one falls.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Pass to Simons. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Cantor. Outside Anthony. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nets trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Wow, the decisiveness is good to see. Cantor sensing when to slash and executing the pick and roll flawlessly.
Here's Irving. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Simons surveying the D. Nets trail by 4. Oh, Griffin in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Simons. Cantor, high post. Griffin on him. Pass to Simons. Portland needs to get off the shot. And Cantor throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Irving finds Brown. To the paint. Here's Griffin. The kick out to Brown. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Claxton, no good. Portland leading by 4. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. Fades. And he overshot that one, missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And given how big and powerful Hollis Jefferson is, not surprising to see him utilize that strength to draw fouls inside.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Cantor. McCollum's checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Durant, no good.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
The offensive rebound.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And that does it for the first half of play. Trailblazers lead by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each, and the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were always within striking distance. 5 points was their biggest deficit. It was in the second quarter when they... And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Ennis, Kansas. What a contribution.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the 3. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Lillard against Harden. Passes it to Powell. Nurkic in the post, and Jordan sends it back.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Shot's good by Durant.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. The feed to Powell. He kicks it to Nurkic. No good off the back of the rim. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. And Katie, here we go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Boy, when Durant's on the attack, so quick and explosive, puts the defense in a bind.
And so Durant nails them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
McCollum against Irving, and there's the defensive 3-second call. Portland shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight, and he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Irving. Lillard outside. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And the Nets also making a change. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Harden with it. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Stolen by Cantor. And now Portland on the break. Here's Powell. Count it from 12. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Harden. And he makes that one. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Kicks it out to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 6 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. Powell, that's good.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
1:14 left in the third quarter of the game. Harden kicks to KD. Harden the pass to Durant. And the layup falls. 8 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Puts the move on, and Griffin sends it back. Harris kicks to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Now Lillard. He's got 8. Cantor finds Lillard. For the 3. Portland with a new 14. But they get it back. And here's McCollum for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Left side Durant for the lead. Feeds it to Griffin. And Anthony sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Harden inside the three-point line. And another shot. Durant. He knocks it down. But wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay to get these big calls right.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Nurkic dishes to Powell. Five to shoot. Pass to Simon. No good on the triple. Nets leading by 4. Green finds Griffin. Here's Claxton. Shoots over Covington. Up top, Brown. Gets hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Powell for 3. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
For the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Rondae Hollis Jefferson in for Norman Powell. Here's Brown. Makes it off the glass.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Bombs it up for Cantor. Shamet with the steal. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. The pass to Claxton. Brown outside. Pass to Claxton. Back to Brown. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 2. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Irving's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's James Harden in for Brown.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, DeAndre Jordan, quite a load off the bounce there, showing you his ability to draw fouls that time.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Hollis-Jefferson. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Harden outside. Dishes it to Jordan. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Jordan, the pass to Harden. Clock at 6. High, arcing shot. He lays it in. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Incredible control on that floater. Harden is fantastic at putting just the right amount of touch on these very difficult and delicate shots.
And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Irving can't get it to go. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Lays it up and banks it in.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Harden outside. And good that time.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
Lillard from outside sinks the triple.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Harden right side. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And Portland making a change here. Powell's checked in. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
McCollum outside. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Lillard. And stolen by Irving. Outside, KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Nets lead by 12.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Free throw drops for Covington.
Boy, he's an outstanding defender and a very capable shooter. Covington is an extremely valuable role player.
7 seconds left in the fourth. Johnson from outside. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Jordan in at the 5. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And Harden wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Durant. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Irving finds Jordan. That one's not going to go. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here's Harden. In the corner, Irving with it. Clock at 4. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, sometimes it's about shot selection, and Kyrie Irving finds the weakness in the defense consistently.
Holiday with the 3. Durant against Giannis. The rebound by the Nets. At the elbow, Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
The pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez outside. Back to DiVincenzo. He kicks it to Lopez. Puts up a 3. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Middleton. Over Harris. And the Bucks miss again.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Irving. Pass to Harden. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism, and I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category, and a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Connaughton, count it.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Down low. Kicks it out to Harden. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Back to Jordan. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Lets it go. No good from Luwawu. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Over to the wing. There's the lob to Portis. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. Tucker, the pass to Portis. Offensive rebound. Pass to Connaughton. Shoots the three. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Harden can't hit.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
From deep three-point range, and the Bucks miss again. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
It's stolen by Harris. Good if it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets out in front. They lead by 4. We'll get things started in the second quarter. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying.
Being able to go through adversity and come up.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 3. Offensive rebound, Nets. Second shot opportunity, and Green gets it to go. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Brown against Holiday. Takes a 3. And that one is off. The Nets go the other way with it. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got the lead up to 6 now for Brooklyn.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Lopez finds DiVincenzo. Shoots over Brown. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Nets leading by 6. Lopez right side. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Back to Forbes. The dish to Lopez. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Griffin. 8 feet away, and there's the foul on the... And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Brown.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Passes to Giannis. Great D that time from Griffin.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
A nice shot by Irving.
Oh, just tremendous range from Kyrie. If he steps across the half-court line, you better have a hand up.
Teague dishes to Giannis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Outside Irving. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Teague against Irving. Teague kicks to Antetokounmpo. Good work there as it goes. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Irving passes to Griffin. To the paint. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. Giannis has got 8. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Giannis with it. 8 points for him. And Teague has it in the corner. Back to Giannis. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. He's got 10.
Well, Jeff Teague knows how to get by and find teammates. That's pretty right there.
Irving against Teague. Irving kicks to Green. To the middle. Here's Griffin. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Five seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Holiday. Good D by Jordan.
Well, it's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 13 points and 1 rebound. He's been a different man. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Harden. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard. Harden kicks to Irving. A beautiful reverse layup. Irving's got 15 points.
Yeah, that's just a master of understanding pick and roll and how to develop a quality shot. Such a dangerous guy in those sets.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And here comes the break. Harris dishes to Durant. Count it, good. And now it's an 11-point Nets lead.
Well, he's so effective close to the rim because Kevin Durant has the size, he has the feel, and he knows he can score at will.
Holiday finds Giannis. Back to Holiday. There's the triple. They get it again.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Luwawu is checked in for Kyrie Irving. Holiday against Harden. The feed now to Jordan. 5 on the clock. Harris inside the line. Knocks it loose.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Middleton to the right side. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Milwaukee making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Brooklyn leading by 11. And here is Durant. To the inside. Kicks it out to Harden. And the Nets miss again.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Yep, it counts. Middleton's got it back down to within single digits for Milwaukee.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Harden outside. Right wing. Out to Harris for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Middleton against Harris. Shot clock at 5. Middleton can't get it to go. Nets leading by 9. Outside Griffin. Fades back. Here's Luwawu. Kicks it out to Harden. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
And you talk about the best ball handlers in the league. Don't forget about James Harden.
Forbes the pass to Tucker. A 3-ball. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. There's the pass to Luwawu. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. And Tucker kicks to Portis. DiVincenzo against Irving. And contact on the and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Outside Irving. Releases from 15. That one off the back iron and out. Bucks trail by 9. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kept alive. Mora, the pass to DiVincenzo. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
29 seconds left here in the third quarter.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
12 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line.
And that's a smart foul there. Instead of giving up the easy deuce, send him to the line.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Left side Irving. And no good, trying to use the glass. And we've reached the end of the third. Nets lead by 5. And will return shortly. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Green, and James Harden has subbed in for Brown. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach is going over with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look. One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
On the wing, Harden draws the double. Back to Durant. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Bucks trail by 5. Outside Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Fires the three. A rebound by the Nets. Durant's got his 7th rebound here tonight, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
On defense, Milwaukee. Durant finds Irving. Beyond the arc.
And after shooting over 50% from the field in that first half, they're having a little bit of a struggle here in the second.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Harden scanning the floor. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Lopez with the steal. Middleton with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And good to see the hustle from Middleton here. He's a good partner to have on the break, and he's quick to get up the court.
Outside, KD. Count the basket and the foul. That one is on Holiday.
And, guys, they did a better job of getting good looks inside in that first half. More of their shots now coming from the perimeter.
I think Kevin Durant prides himself on doing everything at an elite level. And really, think about how he's improved his defense in the prime of his career.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Jordan. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Really left alone that time. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
Well, this is the beauty of Kyrie Irving. You think of him as a creator, but this guy in a catch and shoot just as lethal.
Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Tucker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, I just love the activity, a fireball of energy. Tucker earning himself a trip to the stripe.
Both free throws good from Tucker.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Brooklyn leading by 5, and they go to the intentional foul. Here's Jordan. Left side, Irving. Irving double team. On the way, Harris. Back to Irving. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside, Middleton lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, and with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in, so he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Here's DiVincenzo. Lobbed up there for KD. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. The rebound by Harden. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Back to Irving. Outside Durant. Five to shoot. Fires from 18. They get it back. Kicks it out to Harden. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple. And the Nets lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Antetokounmpo. It's good on the putback.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Outside Irving. For three, Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.